of the pack. Everybody had to dive for cover. Then another issue, he was pushed up close to the wall. So he's trying to keep that car safe so they don't have any issues in having to possibly go to a backup with that pole-winning car. For the crew chief, Bono Mannion, dial in that race car. Martin Truex told me they're very close to having that feel he's looking for in the race car. So they're not really sure how long they'll actually run this final practice. Now let's go across the garage area to Steve Burns.
Thank you, Matt. And to answer the question the men posed upstairs just a moment ago, Kevin Harvick personally told me, yes, in fact, this is his Budweiser shootout car. They do have to go to the pack, but remember, 2007, he won the Great American Race from a starting position of 34.
Well, thank you, Steve, because this then comes as no surprise. Earlier in the week, Jamie McMurray was the victim of someone else's misfortune, had to go to a backup car, which just happened to be the car that led the white flag lap of the Budweiser shootout, and he was pretty happy about it. So I saw that little gleam in Harvick's eye when he was telling us yesterday, well, we're either going to fix this or go to the backup. And it seemed like that may have been an easy decision to make.
There you see this racetrack, 2.5 miles in length, 31 degrees of banking in the corners. The front stretch, 3,800 feet. Down that long back stretch, a super stretch, 3,000 feet.
That's our Old Spice track description.
I think that 34 starting spot is the worst starting spot for a guy to come from and win the race.
Correct.
That's
correct.
So he's accustomed to doing that. He started in the back of the Budweiser shootout and won the race.
Joey Logano had an interesting practice yesterday. He went out, shook down the car, and then Kyle Busch hopped in it and came back with a whole lot of feedback for Joey, who spent that part of the session up on top of the hauler being tutored by his other teammate, Denny Hamlin. So let's see how the 18-year-old rookie from Connecticut fares here.
And as we've been pointing out all week long, if you just look at the miles per hour in this tight draft, 191, 192 miles per hour at the end of that 3,000-foot backstretch. But if you notice in the corners, wide open, the miles per hour or the RPM, it doesn't move around a whole lot.
But I still can't understand why he has a tendency to work the wheel the way he does. When Kyle was in the car, he wasn't doing that, and I'm not sure what the difference is. I'm obviously driver style, but he just works the wheel more.
Darrell, I want to propose a question to you because I've been thinking a lot about that this week. Do you think that comes from so many years of running short track cars and the type of cars he's been driving, maybe on a bias ply tire? Do you tend to maybe move a wheel a little more driving a bias ply tire?
Well, the bias ply tire is certainly more forgiving. It's like a big old bowl of jelly, so you can work the wheel and lean on it a little bit more. It very well could be. I'm not sure what's going on.
It's interesting to watch different style. Cale Yarborough liked to put a lot of wheel in the car. You could see Cale really working in there when right next to him David Pearson would be holding a pretty wheel. And those were bias ply tires then, but certainly a difference in driver style and what kind of feel he wants from the car.
Well, here's another three-time champion. Let's see what he looks like.
His hands almost just move with the car going through the dips, through the corners.
He's not doing that rocking that Joey seems to do with the wheel. See how steady he is with the wheel, and Joey rocks on the wheel. Just not sure why.
Sorry, you need to be.
And Mike, to follow up, all those spotters and all those crew chiefs that said be smooth. If the jacking on the wheel was a good thing, they wouldn't be telling you to be smooth.
Quickest lap of this practice so far, Reed Sorensen in Richard Petty's car.